Hey, what's up everybody? This is your girl Miss P. I hope that you are doing fabulous today. Yes, my lighting is back to normal. My balance was off. I was looking all pink and pixelated. It was terrible. Be sure to like this video while you're watching. I'd really appreciate it. I know I haven't done a lot of videos this past week. I was actually at training for my job. A lot of you guys saw me from the Apple event. I found out that my aunt had passed, and she was in a couple of my videos. I did do a few things on Twitter, and I've been updating you guys on Instagram. But yeah, she really meant a great deal to me, and I definitely had to take some time for myself, and I haven't done any videos. Shout out to all of you who sent me your condolences and definitely sending me little blurbs and things like that. It really meant a lot to me, and I really appreciate that. She definitely watched my videos, and she thought they were a hoot, and whenever she was in them, she really enjoyed that. But she'll definitely be missed. The funeral was actually today, and I'll go back to work tomorrow, so I definitely need that. I need to get back into the swing of things. And she'd always say, you have a lot to do and you need to do it. So I'm definitely going to do that, and I'm in really good spirits. And yeah, this past weekend was really hard for me, but as the days progress, like I was telling my mom, as the days progress, it gets better and better. Thank you guys so much for keeping me and my family in your prayers. We're gonna get through it, but I have to keep moving on. So anybody out there who's lost anybody, or if you have, you know exactly how I'm feeling right now. And if you want to know how do you not get depressed, I've had a lot of deaths in my family and beyond, where I actually fell into like a little depression. I mean, especially if they were like really close to me. But you have to be productive in how you grieve. Now that I'm older, I definitely understand that death is a part of life, and you have to keep moving on. You can't just sit and sulk and be sad. I mean, you can be sad, but you have to keep it moving. And with the type of person my aunt was, she definitely didn't want me to sit around and be crying on laying all over the place. She'd say wallowing all over the place. So I'm definitely going to keep it moving and bring laughter to you guys. But of course, Miss P is human. I have a lot going on, but I did have a photo shoot this past weekend, and I'm definitely going to put that in my upcoming vlog. I'm really excited about seeing the photos, and I definitely can't wait for you guys to see them. And this is off on a better note. So I definitely thought about my aunt while I was doing my photo shoot, and she loved to see pictures of me. She had them all around her house, and I was like, yeah, this one, you are definitely here with me, so you know exactly what I'm doing. But I saw a couple of previews, and they were really nice. So I can't wait for you guys to see them, as well as my website is coming soon. I just saw a preview of my new logo for my header and some different things. Hopefully it'll be up like really soon. So I'm very excited about it. Things are just working. I always say whenever you have a setback, it's a setup for something else. So I'm really excited about what God has in store for my life, because you don't know. I don't know. I never even say, well, God, I want this and this. I just say whatever you want me to do. Just, you know, help me to help myself, okay? Next week, I'll actually be in Los Angeles, so I'm very excited. I have some exciting opportunities coming up, and I'm just excited to even be in this place in my life right now. So I'm very excited. But yeah, life is just moving, and things are happening, and I always say you can't necessarily be upset with what happens in your life, because everything happens for a reason. I told you guys where I'll be in the upcoming weeks. Yeah, I work this week. Next week I'm in LA. The week after that I'll be in Atlanta for my birthday, because the months are passing by. My birthday is on October the 3rd. There's a lot of things that's going on right now, and I'm definitely really excited, and I really appreciate you guys, because without you I wouldn't be able to do any of this. Like, seriously, if you are in the California LA area, definitely let me know. I can try to have a meet and greet. I'm going to try my best. Please cross your fingers. Let me know where's a good spot to have a meet and greet. Just let me know some different spots that are really nice that I should hit while I'm in LA. But this is a What You Say happened now. Grey's Anatomy is coming back on September the 27th. I'm so excited. My aunt loved Grey's Anatomy, so I'm definitely going to do a review each and every week. I'm definitely going to do it for her so she can hear me, you know, because we used to go back and forth about it. but she loved that I was into it because we could talk about it. So I'm definitely gonna do the Grey's Anatomy review, you know, so she can hear me up in heaven talking about Grey's Anatomy. Let's go ahead and get into it. I want to talk about Oprah's next chapter with Usher. I've been loving Oprah's next chapters lately. She did the Rihanna one. I personally love Usher's music. I've always been a fan of his, but as far as his interviews, I've never been into Usher's interviews because he goes round in a circle. His behind the music was good, but still, we weren't getting good answers. You know, it takes him 15 minutes to answer a one yes or no question. Now, you know something's wrong with that. Oprah, she was even giving him this because she was like, honey, I am reaching and you are giving me nothing. Ugh. I was like, Oprah, I know, girl. I'm sitting here doing the same thing. Usher, answer the question. Of course, she talks about his relationship with Tamika Foster, his ex-wife. She talks about the whole thing with, was he happy in the marriage? Was he ready to get married? And his answer was no, he wasn't ready to get married. He got married. Not married. He got married because she was pregnant. I said, huh? Usher Raymond the 17th. Do you understand what you just said? People do it all the time. I was just sitting there like, dummy. Like, that's what I saw across his forehead. He talked about being a dad. I think he's a really good dad from what I see. They talked about the whole court issues that are going on and the back and forth and how he has custody of the children. He actually talked about when he was on tour and he walked off the stage. Oprah wanted to talk more about that. He was just saying how he didn't see his kids and different things, but he had said how he had sinuses. And I was glad that he actually owned up and said, look, I was hurting and I couldn't perform. Tamika's son, he was actually pronounced brain dead after a jet skiing incident. And he was like, oh my God, I can't believe people would actually say that I wasn't at the funeral. I'm glad that he cleared a lot of that up. And that was actually really, really sad. And that's something I didn't really understand with Tamika's character, with how she wanted to keep going to the courts to talk about this whole situation and your son has just passed away. Like, I really couldn't get into that. I was like, yeah, something wrong with her. Oprah said, okay, so Tamika has said that you were with one of her bridesmaids. Was that true? And he was like, well, pretty much there was an exchange. But yeah, man, after the exchange, it was like an exchange. Like, I went to the post office, I came back, she made me a sandwich, and we were getting it in. I was like, ugh. So yeah, you screwed a bridesmaid. But he was like, yeah, but that was after. I was like, it don't matter. That's nasty. That's messy. That's like when you go to Arby's and you ask for one of their market fresh sandwiches and they put on too much mayonnaise. It is messy. You can't do nothing with it. It's soggy. It's gross. We can't go back to the original sandwich. You understand? I really didn't like that. I was like, Usher, no wonder Chili didn't. You messed Chili up. Now you done messed up Tamika. You done been with the bridesmaids. His mom came up, talked about how she wasn't the manager anymore. His mama was looking fierce. I was like, you better go ahead, Janetta. You better get it. She looked nice, but the whole interview was just like a drag through the mud. I thought it would be awesome, but it was like watching paint dry. I was like, Usher, give me something, Playboy. Give me something. Speaking of OWN, I was watching Iyanla's Fix My Life. I love that show. I watched the first episode, and that was great. So I knew when she was bringing Evelyn Lozada from Basketball Wives that it was going to be pretty good. Honey, I did not enjoy it just because Evelyn, she was giving me the whole dummy thing as well. Like, she wasn't learning anything. She didn't want to participate in the question response activity. She didn't want to, she was just giving me too much. First of all, Iyanla clocked that tea when she said, wait now, you mad that he had condoms, but yet on the show, you said that he need to buy some. I felt the same way. I was like, Iyanla, I definitely agree. Evelyn, would you like to say anything about that? She was like, oh, yeah, you right. Yeah, you don't really have an argument because you told Chad, get the condoms. Tell me. Of course he got the condoms. He didn't tell you yet. You better be careful what you tell people, like the words you say, because a lot of people will interpret it and say, oh, okay, that's what she meant, and do it. She was talking about, yeah, he marked my face right here, and that was a no. And again, Iyanla Iyanla was like, okay, so when he slapped your wrist and he made like little bruises and other stuff, you didn't want to go then? Like, what's the difference between what he did behind closed doors and now people can see it? That is something that I definitely agree with. And here goes Evelyn again, like, you right. I definitely see where Evelyn is coming from with portraying that her relationship is healthy in the public eye. I definitely understand what she's saying. A lot of women out there, you guys know, and men, you can say that something is so perfect, yet behind closed doors, your relationship is crumbling. I know exactly how she feels. For her to be so boisterous and bold on Basketball Wives, and for her to be so meek and mild in front of Chad and with their relationship, I was baffled. Like, I was sitting there like, oh my God, I couldn't even finish watching it just because it was so crazy. Next up, let's talk about these American Idol judges, honey. Randy is back. Mariah Carey, Nicki Minaj, yabba dabba yabba, Nicki Minaj, and Keith Urban, yeah. And of course, Ryan Seacrest, he's still in there too. Everybody's been asking what I think about these American Idol judges. I think that's fine. When J-Lo was up there, I was like, what in the world? And she ended up being a good Paula. Nicki Minaj, I still don't believe the whole Nicki Minaj thing because she's not a singer. And I don't, well, you don't have to be a singer to judge talent, J-Lo. But, you know, I guess she adds the entertainment factor. Mariah, she can actually, you know, so I guess she's going to give that. I see two divas and they've already... A lot of people have been saying that they are clashing. Honey, I hope that this works out. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Ultimately, I hope that this season is okay. I don't know if I'll be watching like that. If you guys want my recaps or whatever, let me know, because I definitely got into American Idol last season. You guys know I was getting it in on Twitter. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about for this episode of What You Say Happened Now. Definitely comment down below. I'd love to see your comments. You guys are great. Thank you guys so much for the support. You guys are awesome. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.